short how-to video on how to capture fluorescent multiplex gel or blot using GeneSys image capture software, you'll be shown how to 1. Position your sample, 2. Acquire an image, 3. How to save or export an images, and 4. Export to analysis software. When you open GeneSys software from the icon on the desktop, you will see the home page. From the home page, select either gels or blots depending on your sample type. From the gels drop-down menu, select fluorescent protein gel. And from the blots drop-down list, select fluorescent blot. To ensure maximum resolution, use the sample size pop-up to select your sample size to ensure your sample fills the screen. For this example, we will select 7 × 8.4 centimeters. Don't worry if you select the wrong size, you can always adjust the zoom later. Select the dyes that you're using from the list shown on the dye selection page. For multiplexing, you can select up to 5 different dyes at once. To reduce the number of dyes shown, select the Show Recent Selections only. Place the black anti-reflective screen on top of the UV translator and place your sample on top in a central position. The system should prompt you to place the black screen into the unit if this is the first time or if the unit has been used for another application. Close the door and the LEDs will be switched on. Adjust the iris and the focus using the lens controls. If your sample is particularly bright, you may need to close the iris to help with focusing. Focus the image until the bands are nice and sharp. If you are capturing dyes that are excited by longer wavelengths, then you may need to use the preview mode. That switches on the upper white light to make sample positioning easier. You can select the level of binning from the drop-down menu, and this will be formed for each image captured. Binning combines adjacent pixels to form a superpixel, but will result in reduction in resolution. Using binning can reduce the exposure time required, especially for dyes with an excitation at a longer wavelength. The Auto Expose Area feature allows you to select an area where your weaker bands are present, and then the software calculates the exposure time according to the amount of light present. Select the Auto Expose Area and use the mouse cursor to move and adjust the yellow rectangle around the area of fainter bands. Press Capture and GeneSys software will automatically calculate the optimal exposure time for each channel without ever saturating your image. If you have selected the Auto Expose Area, then bright bands outside the Auto Expose Area may become saturated. Captured images will appear in the film strip, where each channel captured will be shown as a separate image, and the multiplex of all channels is shown at the top. The system automatically assigns a colour for each channel, but you can easily change these to your preference. If you're regularly capturing similar images, you can save these settings as a protocol, which will be saved on the home screen. Use the histogram or the contrast slider bars to make adjustments to the brightness and contrast, making it easier to see fainter bands. To save the image, select the Save icon from the pop. From the pop-up, use the drop-down menus to select from which image to save from to which image to save to. Check the boxes to save all images in selected range or to include sub-images. Then press OK. Select an image from the list to see a preview and select the Browse button to choose the save path. save time when saving, check the box to remember the save path. Press Save selected. A data report pop-up will now appear, which can be exported as a .text for reference only. This will save the image in the SVG file format. The SVG format is a fully GRP compliant format that ensures image and data integrity, essential for labs with 21 CFR compliance requirements. If you want to add molecular weight markers and quantities, export your image to GeneTools analysis software using this icon.